I didn't want to say that. Oh, oh, I said whatever. I am too, so don't feel bad. I mean, that's right. Oh, you're right. Perfect.
Just confirm that you answered geometry. Is that just high school?
Yes, that's high school.
Hey guys.
Ah,
All right, I'm gonna make you guys co-hosts, and who wants to be the main? Who do you want me to change to the host so that when I leave it'll work? Because I'm making all of you co-hosts. I just need one person that wants to be the host.
you can make me the host. That's fine.
Oh, Andrea? Okay, perfect.
Hey,
All right,
can you
because
hear me okay on my new computer?
okay, because I don't want to get out and then. Okay, so you all are. Okay, so I made Andrea's Andrea, it's because I made you the host.
Okay,
So
I'll make the
you
rest
go
of
in and
them
make everybody
co-hosts.
else. Perfect. So
I
you
got it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna leave and then you can you're the host now, so you can make everybody co-hosts.
All right, thanks, Robin.
Great.
What's up? What's up?
I was panicking because I brought my new computer home from school, and when I tested the mic, I couldn't hear it very well. So I was like, oh, great. So, but as long as you guys can hear me, that's awesome.
Yeah, you're fine.
So, Andrew, are you just gonna share everything?
Well, that's kind of what we need to figure out, I guess, as soon as Cindy gets here.
Want to wait to let people in?
Yeah, I'm only letting in our team. Everyone else,
Yeah.
I'm leaving in the waiting room. So.
Let's see.
Okay.
I do
Sorry.
have everything open.
Okay, so Jessica, you are starting it, right? Showing them how to get there and all that. And you kind of showed them yesterday, so you're on mute, darling.
Huh?
Jessica's talking and she's on mute.
Yeah, luckily I showed them already, so that part will be easy.
Okay, and then you and Kim are doing math? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And
then,
I apologize. I was not really prepared. I spent all of my time on the Eureka ones.
Yep, I'm sorry, Jessica, and thank you so much for stepping up.
Honestly, I'm just mad that I didn't text you because I thought about it when I woke up this morning and then I got busy.
Oh, no. Well, that's very sweet of you, but thank you.
all right, so Nettie, you're handling the chat, yes?
And with Ellen, yep.
Okay, and then Ellen, can you let people in?
Yeah, when
okay,
it's time.
Perfect. Yeah, just so then I'm doing science social studies after math, and then is Cindy doing ELA?
Yeah, I just texted her. She's on her way.
Okay. And so just so we're on the same page, they are only required to do the video, correct?
A video.
Yeah,
a
not
video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't have to use our videos.
Right.
Now, can they use like a video, like a YouTube video, or does it need to be a video that's created by a teacher?
I think
Well,
we're just gonna say, like, check with your principal.
yeah, because all the social studies videos are just YouTube, like
Yeah.
just ones I found. So I
Well,
think
and the
this-
science ones are the mystery science. So
right.
But I decided this morning I'm doing Discovery Ed for all that. Like, why would I have them go to 50 different things? Why not just have them use one platform?
I agree. I agree.
So basically what we're telling them is, here's what we've come up with. Here are some ideas. Here's a possible video. Here's a possible seesaw activity. We've linked in, I know some of them have like the Mastery Connect test that the Dr. Topeka, Dr. Mack has done. I mean, once we get through one subject, it's pretty much the same for every subject. It's got the learning intentions and the success criteria there for them. So is that basically it?
Yeah, and then I'm just going to point out everything I made in Seesaw, I shared with the whole district. So if they want to copy and edit it, that's fine.
I think that's what I did too for those math ones. I think I just put them on the district, so that everybody could use the math ones for module 1 that I did. So, I mean, that's pretty much the same.
And I've been trying to put everything in Seesaw, like the Gale. Okay, so we have the PowerPoint. Jessica, do you have that pulled up? Do we have to go through that PowerPoint?
What PowerPoint?
The
Oh,
one
yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm in back to school mode.
You're fine.
Like
How dare you think about something else other than this team?
Yeah. All right. I know I put it.
And then Gail's Seesaw activity, are we supposed to share that as well?
You know, I don't know, because I think different buildings are doing different things on how they are presenting their daily work.
Okay.
I mean, we could show it as an example and just so they know what to look for.
I made one based on the one that Gail had sent out.
Okay.
Or whatever. And then my principal came in and said, here's the one I'd like you to use. So then I had to switch gears. So I would maybe, if you want to share it, that's fine, but just say, you know, principals are wanting different things. So it's a possibility.
It's just shared to the district. So we can just say Gail made a few things. If you search her name, you can find them yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah?
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, Cindy.
So who is doing the slideshow part of it?
Can we hear you, Cindy?
Can you?
Oh, yeah.
There you are.
All right.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
What were you just talking about?
Seesaw.
Oh.
So who's
Go ahead, Jessica.
doing it? Like, am I starting the slideshow?
I assume since you're doing the beginning on how to get there.
Damn it, Nettie. Why did I?
Don't make me laugh. Sorry.
These teachers are gonna be so sick and tired of me.
Now, what are we going to do if, are we expecting this to take the whole hour?
No, please don't.
I hope not.
So,
'Cause I want to go get ready for back to school.
Yeah.
so what are we going to, are we just going to go through it and say like, au revoir, or like, do we have to be on with them for the whole hour?
I don't think we have to be on with them the whole hour.
Okay.
I don't think so
As long
either.
as we cover everything.
So I think we are going over the learning intention, success criteria, the norms, questions, and then this is when we go into the document, correct?
Right. So are we all going to share our own document? Like, do you want to pull up?
I think that might be easier.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm sharing now. I'm at the TPS website. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can you,
That didn't do that when I was doing the math one.
Yeah.
would you do me a favor? Go back to the slideshow.
Yes.
My name
Oops.
has a capital L.
Capital L. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as long as everyone's ready to share the document on what they're talking about. So Cindy, you're good with reading?
Yeah.
Because you'll be after me. I'll do science social studies real quick, and then we'll hit ELA at the end.
So you want us to each share, or do we want just one person to do it?
I think once we get to the document, I think it's easier if you share in case you want to scroll around and find something that you'd like to show them. I think it's a little bit hard for me to navigate because that slideshows or that.
All right, I need to minimize this so I can actually get mine.
I say,
Hold
how
on.
come I can't?
Oh.
How come I can't get out of my regular view? Like, oh, there we go. I wonder
There
why I
we
couldn't get out
go.
of it.
Now, do we want to have like an open question and thing at the end, or do we want all the questions to be answered in chat?
I think probably do an open question at the end because
Yeah,
when
that,
you
yeah, we could do that. I mean, we're gonna have the time. This isn't gonna take very long.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe people are gonna be so confused that they're not gonna know what.
I think a lot of people already know about it.
Yeah. Kind of like what you did yesterday.
Yeah, like I was talking to some kindergarten teachers at my school on Tuesday, and they already knew about it.
Yeah.
And they were freaking out because the lesson for kindergarten on September 9th asked the kindergartners to write sentences using a noun and adjective.
What?
What?
Yeah, they were like, what are we supposed to do with this? And I was like, here's the deal. Like they kept scheduling meetings and then
Look, ladies.
Go team! Thank you, team.
Hi, friends. Andrea.
I've got to break the silence. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Tracy.
Oh, thank you. I was questioning whether or not my audio was working or not.
Too funny, Jason, because I just sent Kim Hunter a text saying, hey, are you hearing anything?
We're here. We're just not talking yet.
I held out as long as I could.
Jessica Manning, your hair looks really nice, by the way.
Why, thank you. I did it during our 1 o'clock meeting.
Nice.
During the meeting?
I was listening.
I've already scrolled through several times to see who was here, but that just wasn't doing it for me. Hi, Abby. See, you popped up on my screen.
All right. All right, I say we just go ahead and get started because the beginning part, at least, I don't think that we're going to have too many people be lost at the beginning. My name is Jessica Manning. I teach 5th grade at McClure, and I was a part of the videotaping teachers team. Do the other members of the team want to introduce themselves real fast?
I am Kim Hunter, and I teach 5th grade at Jardine Elementary. And I was also on the videotaping team.
I'm Cindy Delosier. I'm at State Street, and I also was on the videotaping team.
I'm Ellen Agnew, and I teach 5th grade at State Street, and I was on the videotaping team.
Andy Keck. I'm at Quincy. Obviously, teach 5th grade because all of us do in here. I was also on the team.
And I'm Nettie Johnson. Sorry, I'm not showing my face. I'm sick, so my team is picking it up for me, so thank you.
All right. So we have our learning intentions and success criteria. Basically, you're just going to be learning about the template that we use to put all of our videos on, and then they added some extra stuff to it that will help you with planning instruction. And so you just need to make sure that you're able to locate this document, and this stuff is in my way, so I can't read my screen. And then use that template to find the videos and materials that you are going to use, and just kind of help you with your next steps of how your instruction is supposed to be. So PD norms, I'm not going to read those to you guys. For us, this is kind of like the tail end of it, so you've probably seen these before. If you have questions, post them at the chat. If we have time at the end, we'll go over any questions that you might have if we have time, but I know we all have back to school night, so I want to give you guys time to get that done, and I want to get prepared for that as well. So we have a document that has all 4 of our subjects that we're kind of focused on with online learning, and it has videos for all of them. We worked throughout the summer, and some of us worked a lot harder than like I did, but we got all of these videos ready. So for you to do this, you're going to have to go to your TPS bookmarks and go to the Topeka Public Schools website. Then you're going to scroll down. You're going to click on TPS Remote Learning. And you're able to access all the grade levels, but we're focused on 5th grade. We're going to click 5th grade up at the top here. And the document that you are needing is this document that you're going to get right here. It's just a Google sheet. And I had to zoom out so that way you guys could kind of see everything that everything that's on this spreadsheet. And it's a little overwhelming. But before I talk about that, so they're organized by date. I try to organize them, weeks at a time. And of course, we all know we're starting day 1 with instruction. So for each lesson, it's going to go along the spreadsheet this way. We have the video lesson plan with lesson numbers up at the top. Then we've included the standard that it covers. And then also the learning intention and success criteria. So it's what was used in that video. If you would like to use something slightly differently, you want to add a step, take away a step, you are more than welcome to do that. But these are the learning intentions and success criteria that we address in the video. This next column is going to be the suggested teacher duties. I know for myself, for math especially, that is just basically what were the kind of the expectations for teaching Eureka Math. So this was also before we had access to Eureka in Sync. So those suggested teacher duties would kind of change based on maybe this is what you would be doing in your Zoom meeting. So it was a working document. Then you're going to have access to the video here. They should be linked. You could also copy and paste them and put them into Seesaw. And then some teachers were really awesome and made a suggested Seesaw activity for you to use. It's not one that you have to use. If you want to take it and change it and make it different to fit your needs, you are more than welcome to do that, or you can create your own. And then there's Mastery Connect links, especially for when we get for math, like the topic quizzes and end of module if you choose to do those. And then suggested technology integration. When I was filling this out, I was putting in what I knew we were going to use, but I hadn't messed around with MobiMax. I didn't use Seesaw very often. I used Google Classroom. So I was kind of putting things in, but now I feel like that we've had a bunch of PDs. I have a better picture of what should be going here. And this document will be added onto throughout the school year. And then there's optional teacher ideas. If it's a link, obviously you can click on it and see what the teacher suggested, but sometimes we just didn't have, because we're teaching from the curriculum, we didn't really want to overwhelm you with a bunch of ideas that you could be doing. And then the materials, again, we didn't have access to Eureka in Sync, where that lesson plan on the go tells you the materials that you're needing, but it's also maybe something else that we used in the video that you might want to have your kids, or you might need to have available for you. And then the asynchronous learning is suggestions of what you could be doing, or what the students could be doing when they're not with you. So it would pair with the video. So there's this big long spreadsheet with a bunch of things, but the only thing that you need to know about is this column right here, which is the required videos. And the other thing down below, you have access to all 4 subjects on one Google Sheet. Are there any questions in the chat about what's going on so far?
Nope, we're good.
All right. I'm sorry, Kim, did you have anything? I didn't. Oh, you're muted. Kim, you're muted.
Okay, so I have the document also pulled up. I have it a little bit bigger just so that we can focus on it a little bit more. I obviously worked on math, and we just went through and kind of paced, knowing from when we realized, okay, they're wanting us to start academics day one, we kind of tried to pace it out so that it would be, you know, most feasible. For example, lesson one has been split into 2 days. I did for all of lesson one, I went in and created seesaw activities and linked them. They're also, I shared them on just the district seesaw page. Feel free to use them, not use them. Feel free to make a copy of them and change them. It's completely up to you. I just thought I was teaching myself seesaw this summer and just thought, well, you know what? I'm going to probably need these anyway. So let's just go ahead and keep going. So there is a seesaw activity for every lesson in module one. I took a lot of the content for the seesaw activities directly from either like exit tickets or homework pages, something that maybe you don't typically assign. So I did do that. Like Jessica said, there is a video link. Also, I want to go ahead and scroll down because we did link in there the Dr. Mac tests for Mastery Connect. So there is a link to those Mastery Connects on some of the tests. One of the things that I used last spring was the Go Formative. And so I had asked Diane Kimsey about Go Formative, and she said, you know, that could be an optional assessment that you could do because they do have, not only do they have exit tickets, but then they also have the topic quizzes. So I did link some topic quizzes from Go Formative into this document as well. Also, another optional idea for you to use during this time. The only thing I wanted to say about maybe materials was that we, you know, we gave some suggestions, and we know that kids may not have these materials on day one. I know that they are frantically working on getting those toolkits put together for scholars to have, that will have some of these materials in a bag for them to have. So it might be something where you just kind of have to make do with what you have, or, you know, use Seesaw to make it as interactive as you can until they get those manipulatives or those materials that they're going to need.
And I also want to add, we talked about this in Eureka, but the videos that we have, especially for math, especially, you do not have to use these. I know some teachers would like to get their kids started using the in-sync videos from day one. So you are able to use those in-sync videos whenever you feel comfortable. If you are planning on using a video for a different subject that is different, like I just went to a training on discovery education. We wish we would have had access to that throughout the summer, but you just have to clear it with your principal, make sure that they're okay with you. Basically, the district can't make that decision district-wide. It has to be by your building. And then I saw Alan's question about Mastery Connect. Could the kids access Mastery Connect from their home if they're not on the school server? And I don't know the answer to that, but I didn't know if anybody here maybe was more of an expert. We were told basically to create Mastery Connect assignment links, but it never really was addressed whether they could do it or not. Ellen Backus, yes, okay. Okay.
I think that's about it, unless anybody has any questions about the math document. Okay.
All right, then I'm gonna take over and head over to social studies and science. It looks a little different, but not too much. So here is the same document at the bottom. You just click on social studies, And the way I formatted it is the standards are huge. Unlike math, there's a lot to it. Like this first standard is all the geographical tools. So what I did is I broke down each tool and provided a video for you. And then also did optional discussion questions, or also if you want to turn them into a Google slide and put it in Seesaw. I also linked some quizzes. It's like Kahoot, but self-paced, so students can do it from their own device instead of having to see your screen. You don't have to share your screen with them. There's some Newsella articles if you want to incorporate it into guided reading. The one thing I focused on is that you will not have Zoom time for science and social studies. You just are focusing on reading and math. So I tried to keep this as simple as possible so that you can have students do this mainly independently. So I also have some things later on that, like the election. If you have something really cool for the election, I left 2 days for that. So if you have anything cool and you want to share or email one of us, we'd be happy to add it to this document. This is a working document. We work on it all the time, don't we, ladies? Literally all the time. So, and like, I also put some ideas for projects in here because I'm very big on projects in social studies, like research a European explorer. And of course that's optional, but just throwing in some ideas. Luckily, since I kind of simplified it, had time to do the entire year. So I'll keep adding on as we go. There's Moby Max suggestions, there's Newsella suggestions. So feel free to go through that. I kept the videos short. They're no more than 5 minutes. And I did not create them, so please don't give me credit. I found them on YouTube. Someone else smarter than me made them. So if you find something better, please let me know. But this is very much geared towards independent work for 5th graders. So please don't try to overcomplicate it. It should be simple to the point. So that's social studies. It's dated. It should be every other day. So either Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, you will be doing social studies, and the opposite will be science. So it'll rotate. It's already dated for you. So, and then the science tab is literally just mystery science. So Lindsay Noonan actually did some tweaking on this and added some things for you, but it's literally just mystery science. So if you've done mystery science before, you know what's going on. You might just look at the pacing because it does pace it out for you on what video to do and what activity to do for the day. And again, it's every other day. So it's also by unit, so you can see the standard, what mystery you're doing, all that wonderful things. They also have learning intentions. Social studies, I did learning intentions for you and success criteria. So if you want to use them, cool. If not, that's cool too. This is very much just, we really wanted to make it easy for people who don't normally teach 5th grade to be able to get all the standards very easily. So if you've been teaching 5th grade for 20 years, please do your thing. Just show the videos. But if you are an interventionist teaching 5th grade for the first time, we are here to help, and that's why we created this spreadsheet. So any questions about science or social studies tabs? I talked really fast, sorry. Okay.
It's okay, I got done yesterday with math and I was like, well, I don't think I took a breath, so.
I guess it's my turn. Ellen and I created the reading. Let me share my screen. And one thing that we probably want you to notice the most is it's very similar to, at least the first module is very similar to the spring. We did one lesson for vocabulary and then another, one day for vocabulary and writing or vocabulary and social studies, and then another day for the read aloud and text analysis. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind as you go through this. The same thing, we had the standards as well as learning and intentions and success criteria. We have videos. Also, I started putting the slideshow with the video in case you wanted to also assign the slideshow so the kids could see that easier. Pretty much it's like what you guys said, but I think the main thing was that we wanted to make sure you understood the way that we split some of the lessons up. I've started doing Unit 1 Module B, and some of them are split, but not all of them. And we did that because the texts were so large. So, Ellen, do you have anything to share?
Nope. I think just making sure that everyone understands that we did vocabulary and then writing or social studies, and then we switched those. And then the next lesson would be the reading, the shared reading, and then the reading analysis.
Yeah.
So that's all I had. I think you hit it all, Cindy.
And I just want to stress that these videos are, I mean, a video is required by the district. So you are welcome to use ours, but if you want to use, and that's for every subject. So if you want to use your own or you know of something else, I mean, we won't be offended, but this is out there for all of you to use.
We also included the sleuth assignment on the lesson 3 for each unit and module also. That's all I think Ellen and I have to share.
Does anyone have any questions? So Jen Moore asked, for reading our first book as a novel, will it be read like last spring?
Do you mean like all of the pages read on? No, as far as I know, Cindy, didn't you say, okay, now you guys go read this much of it or listen to it on Pearson?
Debbie, part of it is, especially the first module, because that text is so long, they are going to be reading part of it on their own. And they're given pretty good direction on how to do that, how to get it done. I've also told them to, if they would prefer to have it read aloud, to make sure they go to Ready Gen, because they can do that. You will just have to make sure they know how to log into Ready Gen. But the first selection, I did not read it all. I'm in Module B right now, working on Washed Up. And so far I've read all of the pages in those lessons. So it just depends on the length of the lesson and how many chapters and pages are assigned.
And I went ahead and I got on Ready Gen today, and I went ahead and assigned, since it's already hooked up. If you log in through Clever, your kids are already in there. If your principal has your list done, mine was already done. So I just went ahead and assigned Night of the Spadefoot Toads. I just went ahead and assigned the one that reads it to them, so they have the option to read it independently or to have it read to them. And I just figured I would say, you know, once I read Cindy's or watched Cindy's video, okay, you know, Miss Delozier read this to you today. I need you during your asynchronous time to finish reading this chapter or finish these pages independently. So that it was, you know, really easy to do, and your kids are already there.
Also on the slideshow, as I'm reading the text, I didn't think about this, but I have inserted different depths of order or knowledge questions. Sometimes I have read them and acknowledged them when I read the text, and sometimes I just have them on the screen. So those are also things that if you want to assign, you could say, let's go back to the slideshow, look at the questions that are on the slides and answer them. So I did give extra options for you to do. I also gave challenge questions in case you wanted some extra things to implement.
We also all took a unit of reading. So I apologize for 3B because I am not a great reading teacher. So we are currently still working on the entire year. So you'll see different faces for each unit. So we all probably do it a little differently. So the same people that all did 1A, so at least all of the same text is by the same person. So the format will be the same for each unit, if that makes sense. But reading was such a beast that we had to split it up between all 6 of us.
Are there any more questions?
Do you guys have any suggestions on what you are looking for in the reading video? Are you looking for a similar format to what we have been doing? Especially because I think we kept the format somewhat similar to the spring, correct? Using the vocabulary and the discussion questions and stuff like that.
But if it's a shorter reading selection, we just made it into one day.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a question, and it kind of only pertains to my school, but when will all the modules be available for ELA? Because as the year goes on at Scott, we flip-flop Module A and Module B to coincide with our Spanish teachers. So will those videos be available sooner rather than later?
Probably.
Sorry.
She talking about module. Well, I guess I'm not doing Module B. No,
there's a dual language team though, Abby, that's working on their own videos. So.
But that's only the Spanish teachers. Us English teachers, we're still following everything you guys are doing.
Got you.
I think I have Module B, and my focus has been on, like, I kind of had to put a pause on it. We were told the videos had to be done a week before they would go on. And I had to focus on getting my classroom ready and all of this stuff. So I apologize.
No, you're good. And it's not till like Module 3 though. So we got time.
Well, hopefully you'll have somebody who's like really good and doesn't wait for the deadline to get something done like I do.
Well, I'm assigned to Module 3A, so I will get on that now.
And 3B has all the slideshows up and ready. I just haven't made the videos yet. So.
All right. Well, I think if you guys don't all head to your cars in the parking lot at once, we could probably let out.
Before you do that, I saw that Ellen had a question about how to do the 30 minutes. I know for the reading, I would suggest that you focus on the grammar and the writing. I know that Ellen and I did do writing the first Module A, but that's what we were thinking, that teachers could focus on the grammar, the foundational skills, and it seems like there was something else. Do you remember what it was, Ellen?
Say that again.
The 30 minutes could focus on the foundational skills and the grammar.
Like just like I created like 2 mini grammar lessons. So I did a mini lesson on proper and common nouns, and then another one on concrete and abstract. And then I did the first foundational skills lesson where you do the suffix ly.
And you also could talk about what they read the day before, you know, do review, have higher order questions. Most of them, I would think, may not have the assignment finished before they Zoom with you, which means you could probably review what they did the day before and the work that you assigned.
Yeah. And I do want to add that the writing assignment that I did, the first few writing assignments, were just like kind of like mini write about characters from your summer or compare and contrast 2 characters. And then I introduced a research project about ecosystems and biomes. And that's, and Cindy had this idea, that's the project that Ben does in the Ninth of Spade Foot Toads. So I kind of went ahead and went along with the book for that.
Did that help, Ellen?
Yes, it did. Thank you. I'm coming from third grade after 3 years, so of course it's a lot easier when you know the curriculum. So I've been trying to wrap my mind around it, and I saw somebody else had kind of the same first year experience of fifth grade. So that 30 minutes I know is going to go quick, so I just wanted to make sure that I was focused on what I needed to be. So yes, thank you, ladies.
Step in for just a second. This is Diane Kimsey. I just popped in. I want to publicly thank this group of incredible fourth grade teachers that helped us this summer and put together. Have you guys shared with them? Fifth grade, what did I say? Did I say fourth? I just left the fourth grade meeting. Well, they're really good fourth grade teachers too, I bet. But they're also great fifth grade teachers. This is an incredible group of people, and it has been truly my honor to work with them, most of them since March. And I just want to publicly thank them and for all the work, the hours, the time they put in creating this for you all. And so thank you, team, and best wishes to all of you. Again, they're an incredible group of people, and it's truly been my honor to work with them. So thank you, team of fifth grade teachers. So, Andy, you don't have on your pink headphones. Oh my gosh. Okay.
They're at home. We'll
Okay.
have black ones. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. All right. I'm going to step away, and thank you so much, team. They're just an incredible group.
Just quick advice for first year fifth grade teachers. Module 1 math is a beast. So you might want to prepare yourself. Everyone's shaking their head who has taught it before. So if I were you, I'd get on there and start watching those videos and start pre-reading, because that's going to be probably your biggest struggle, is getting them to understand place value and exponents. So that's my one tidbit before we go for first year teachers for sure.
Sorry, I forgot that we had a slideshow to show you. If you have any questions or something like that, here's our information. Or if you find a link that doesn't work or something like that, chances are, like I was on Summer Brain when I was trying to upload the Mastery Connect assessments, and I was like, I don't really remember how to do this. So.
Yes, Diane, on the website, we learned that the mystery science links do not work. So, heads up. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I will pass that on to the science team.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Also for first year fifth grade teachers, the first book from ReadyGen is very long, and it has huge reading assignments. The kids in my class have always loved the book. I think it's a good book. But between the math module being so long and the reading reading first text being so long, and everybody else around you will be like, we're already on module 3. You kind of feel like you're just stuck in mud, but it does get better once that first set of stuff goes through.
Is there a drawing for prizes or?
Yeah, you were supposed to do that part, Ashley.
I win.
All right, well, if you want to stay on, if you have individual questions, the team can hang out. Otherwise, enjoy sneak peek or whatever your school calls it.
Yeah.
Email us if you need anything.
Good luck.
Go fifth grade.
Great year.
Love you. Bye.
So I'm looking at the science that Mrs. Noonan did, and the links to her seesaw activities work, but I think she probably just thought that teachers would go to mystery science because she didn't actually link the student videos there.
So it's not like a hyperlink?
No, there's no links to videos. There are links, like I said, to seesaw activities.
Okay.
Um,
I just shot her a text message. You want to hold on here and let's we'll discuss this as a team here in just a second. You want to go ahead and close your screen there and bring up the Brady Bunch window, and we'll wait for different
Question real
people.
quick.
Yeah.
Before I leave. So since this is my first year teaching 5th grade, so like in 3rd grade, I would teach the math or skills, you know, and the strategies we needed to teach. In 5th grade, is it kind of the same? And then you just like the placement of the decimal, can you teach them the tricks after if they've mastered like the place value chart, things like that? Is that something common in 5th grade?
I like to use that debrief time to talk about like what they recognized, and then like once a brings that up, then I like to be like, oh my goodness, what a great trick they found. So then they feel like they discovered this magical secret.
Right, because in 3rd grade, I kind of led them to that, and then somebody would catch on to it, and then they would share it. So I didn't know if that was something common in 5th also.
Alan, I always ask them, you know, do you notice any patterns? What do you notice? What do you see? Well, on this, so then they always feel great when they figure it out.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
And it also, like, they're at home, so their parents are going to be busy teaching them to move the decimal place instead of the digits and all that stuff. So we're kind of in a new.
Right. Any suggestions on how to get them an interactive place value chart, since they may not have a printer at home? Diane, that might be a question for you too. I don't know.
I don't know if there's one on the, but you can look. Eureka in Sync has for the children, they have interactive math manipulatives.
Okay, I didn't see that part, so I'll check it out.
You have to do it from the children's view, from the student view.
Oh, okay.
Alan, some of the seesaw activities that I did, I put a background that was a place value chart, and they had to manipulate the digits and move digits.
Oh, okay.
It was really easy on Seesaw to make one where they moved. There's one, I think, that they had to draw the line where the digits went.
Yes.
And then there were some that they actually had to move the digits. Like it was 2.5 times 100. And they had to drag the digits to where it would be on a place value chart.
Okay, thank you. I'll play with it. Thanks.
Wait a minute, don't go away yet.
Okay.
Also in the toolkits that each child is getting is a place value chart.
Awesome.
And you'll probably have to direct them, but they need to put it in the sleeve. So it's not just right on at one time. It's good always.
Great. Thank you.
Diane, are the kids getting the textbooks or the problem set books?
They can have them, yes. They can have, but just one volume at one module at a time. Okay.
Yesterday, Vic Williams seemed very confused by that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can have them, but one module at a time is what we would like to send home.
Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
This is more of just asking for advice from fellow 5th grade teachers. I really struggled, and it was new last year for them, but mine would come to the Zoom and they hadn't done the reading. I could not have a discussion with them because I'd have maybe 2 kids that would have the reading done for the day. So it turned to, I had the other 2 people that were with me, they went to the breakout room and did enrichment things for those who did the reading. And I had to sit down and read it with the ones who did not come doing the reading.
Jen, you are not alone. I think that's the majority for all of us, that's what happened. And
oh, sorry.
Go ahead. And I just think with how you're going to set up the kids for success this year is with a schedule, and this is what you expect before Zoom. And I think with the grading and the expectations this year, hopefully that helps us get them moving a little more. I don't know if, and yeah, Andy's got a sample schedule. I don't know if your team's gone over that or anything yet, but.
So my teammates created this. We took the district schedule when it said independent ELA work, but we put exactly what we want them to do.
That's
what I would suggest.
That's what I'm planning to do as well. And I guess the only other thing, I didn't do it nearly as much last year, but contacting those parents.
Well, and here's the other thing, Jen, the parents are going to have a form that the state is requiring. So this is coming down from KSDE, and the parents are having to sign off. And, you know, how are we going to hold them accountable? That's their principal's office. That's their problem, not yours. Okay.
Okay.
But they will have a form that the parents will have to sign that, yes, my child did this. Yes, my child did this. Okay. Well, if your child listened to the video, your child should be able to answer this question, right?
Okay.
You need to set up purpose as to why they are to watch that video, and you need to watch it ahead of time and maybe have a question for them. When you are finished listening to this video that Mrs. Manning did on math, you'll be able to answer this question I have for you. What kind of pop did she use in her video? All right, so, you know, even just simple things like that. And if you're able to tell me what kind of pop she had in her video, I'm gonna give you 5 extra points on your math assignment today. What kid doesn't want 5 extra points on their math assignment, right? So,
So that's not something that was on our things for our slides for tonight about these forms. Do parents know they're going to be filling out those forms?
I would say that's not a problem for our classroom teachers. My understanding is that's something that's coming down from administration, okay?
Okay.
But the parents have a form that they have to sign. Yes, my kid did their work. So
Okay.
that kind of thing.
Would you bring that up tonight or no?
No, I wouldn't.
No. Okay. Okay.
I would not.
And I think one more thing is that when the parents actually realize this will be affecting grades and they will be getting grades, it's going to make a difference. They knew last spring they were not being held accountable.
You're right.
Once one kid knew it, they all did.
And
Exactly.
truancy is a thing now, so.
Oh, yes, truancy is real.
Okay, thank you very, very much.
Bye, Jen.
And I really, really, really appreciate what you guys did. Was amazing work. I appreciate it.
They're rock stars. Okay, if the rest of you could tally ho, and the team and I are going to have a quick little chit chat. Have a wonderful year, the rest of you, unless you have a question. And then we can go in and close out. Some of these people, I always wonder, did they take a nap or what did they do? There we go.
I removed them.
I was going through too. As I was clicking remove, boom, they were going away.
Yeah.
So I heard from Lindsay.
I did too. I heard back from her. So
she asked me what parts weren't working, and I said, well, your seesaw links are working fine. I told her, I said, I just think that people saw that there were video links for reading and for math and for social studies. And so people were expecting to maybe see those links for mystery science, and they're not there. But like I did it the other day, it was just super easy to go into mystery science, copy the student link that has just the student stuff in it. So I don't know.
Okay, so then you've talked to Lindsay, right? So I don't need to. No. I don't need to follow up.
So
okay.
Do you want her to have those links in there?
That's a Lindsay decision and her team.
Okay.
That's
okay. Well, and so I just told her, I said that your links to your seesaw activities are working fine, because I went in and checked them, and but that there weren't links to the mystery science videos. And I told her, I said, maybe it's just because other subjects had video links.
Right.
And she was like, oh, okay. I wasn't sure what Diane meant.
Oh.
As long as you can see my seesaw activities. So I'll just.
Okay, I'll tell her I'm glad she's taking care of this with you.
We might check the remote learning website, because that might be what they're talking about with the video not working.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, then they weren't paying attention to my part of the instruction where they weren't supposed to go to that.
I know.
I'm just
Isn't
saying.
that amazing? Isn't that amazing when adults don't pay attention? All right, I'll leave unless there's anything you want to ask or say to me. And
everybody was super nice and super appreciative, and I personally did not expect that nice response. I thought we would get more pushback, so it was a nice surprise.
Yeah, I'm
The
glad.
only question was about when are we gonna have the rest of them loaded?
When are we
I
gonna have
haven't started module 4 yet. Unit 4.
Somebody asked, when are we gonna get the rest of the videos loaded?
Stay tuned. Billy heard you guys yesterday, and there will be a Zoom next week. So stay tuned.
Well, I should probably apologize because she emailed me individually. So
I know she did. I know. She took out a shovel. She's digging deep. So I wish I could tell you stuff, but I can't. But let me just tell you, hang in there. You are so incredibly appreciated. And anyway, goodbye.
And we have the best team.
You guys work incredibly well together. You guys really are an awesome team. Nettie, I would love to see your beautiful face someday. I mean, that's a cute emoji.
I know. I've been sick, Diana. That's the only reason I'm not on. So.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah, Jessica stepped up and took my part of the presentation today, so she's a rock star. So.
Oh, that Jessica! Don't give her so much credit. Come on.
I said the 5th grade team's going to be sick and tired of hearing from me because I did the Eureka one too.
You guys are all doing great and so appreciated. So thank you. I'm going to leave you, and you guys can throw daggers at me when I leave. Okay. All right. Ellen, you behave. Bye, guys.
Bye, Dan.
Nettie, get feeling better.
All right. Thank you.
are we good?
We're good. Good luck tonight, girls.
I already have I got an email that somebody has joined my Zoom.